This hatch and try to replace the glass. It's all cracked. But these bolts are all rusted on. So we got the hatch off, finally. I'm just gonna get these dogs off. Looks like all these hatches were custom made. I guess he just bought the hardware and made them himself. Well, that popped out easy. I'm gonna get the router.
Yes.
So we're pretty good routing this out. So I'm just gonna finish cleaning that up and I'm gonna drill these holes and try not to crack it. I'm gonna see if I can clean up these crusty hatch dogs with the Cerakote. Using this stuff, looking better. These lined up too. This hatch is gonna look pretty slick. We're using the special primer for the acrylic on this one and then the general purpose one on this. And it's doing it all right, so it's not gonna leak at all. And this new hatch is gonna be tinted. Pretty dark tint too. Oh no, it just has the paper on the back. A little side project, I wanna fill in this hole here. Or just make at least a removable panel to go in there. I found this honeycomb core scrap. And it's almost big enough. It doesn't quite cover the little corner, but I think I could just put a little, take this and glue it on there. And we'll have a nice lightweight composite panel to go in there. I gotta fill the edges, but whenever I got some excess epoxy, I can do that. And this could be my new little excess epoxy catch-all thing. All right, there we go. Got my little corner. So I only put some tape on here to kind of make the gap that we need, because you want to have a lot of Sikaflex like in a gap, I think.
Yes.
That's how it was before. That's what I'm told, as far as I know. So she's just gonna fill this with so much Sikaflex you can't even stand it.
Flex the
Slight break from the projects. Adeline got our old Norwegian phone number back.
Yes.
Don't let them take your number away.
No.
It's hard to get back.
I've had this number since my first phone. My
Yeah.
Bosch cell phone.
Yeah. And it's associated with all your accounts, and now you've been locked out.
I think every account ever I've made, like everything I've done online has been like through that number.
So if you're gonna travel the world, you gotta like, I was saying put it to a voice over IP service. Like that's what I do, but I guess they don't have those in Norway.
No.
So she just has to pay for her a prepaid plan for her just to keep that number.
No, not prepaid. I just pay for
the text you use?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad. So now the Sikaflex is going down. You get a bunch of that in there. All right, we're getting towards the end here. Although there's still a whole lot of steps to go to finish up the details. At least we'll have kind of watertight hatch. Minus the holes for the dogs.
So, I can't move it.
Today I'm checking out Wayne's World. It's like a used boat store with a crazy amount of cool old boat parts, but the prices are pretty insane. It's like basically like new prices or something. I think they're just outrageous. Maybe you're supposed to haggle for this kind of stuff. I guess that's what it is. Today we're going on another hike that Annalene found online. Supposedly this one is actually a little longer than 5 minutes, like all the rest of them. I've been told that I guess Thai people, they just don't like, generally don't like walking. They just ride their scooters everywhere. So that as a result, there's like no real trails. I mean, even this one is look like it's kind of designed for scooters. Yes. I've seen scooters on the way. That's kind of a shame because there's lots of good rainforest where you could have some really neat hikes. But there's not, they're just so over thick and grown that you can't get them. There's not really good trails.
And this one is free.
Yeah.
Is this jump free?
Wow, that's a big spider.
Oh.
Oh no, I can't focus on it.
Oh my god, if I get that one on me just like randomly, I'm gonna die.
Spider. What did it say about that spider?
It's not dangerous.
Oh.
It's just a big.
This big.
Yeah.
X-spider. Oh, that's spooky.
That thing scared me.
Our neighbors here in the boatyard are building these plastic boats. They're kind of cool. They get these sheets of black, it's like polypropylene or polyethylene, I forget which one. And he's got a CNC in the shed, and he makes all the parts. They just fit together with a lot of water in that one. Guess it's watertight. And they plastic weld them together with this thing that heats it up, and it injects plastic in there. And they've gotten really good at these things. Look how smooth those welds look. And like these boats, you can hit them with a sledgehammer. They're super strong. A little heavy, basically like aluminum, he said. Because they're black, they got the UV inhibitor in them, so they don't have to paint them. Kind of a cool idea. Probably too heavy for our boat, but I guess for like, you know, commercial dive boats and stuff, they really make a lot of sense. They have a really cool big one too. He built this catamaran. It was going to be a demo for some African Navy or Coast Guard patrol boats. Pretty. They have a kind of cool look. Just the matte black. Of course, even they make the cleats and all the accessories out of that material too. Got the ladder back there. You can just plastic weld it all together. Pretty slick. This guy was built when I got here, but I saw them put this together in just a couple days. So they got together pretty quick. Here's the cutout pieces. So we're back at the boat, and Annalene is doing the inside Sikaflex seal. Well, I am going to put a new through hole in. I think it's gonna go somewhere, maybe like about here. And that will be for our air conditioner. 2 air conditioners actually, and Anchor washdown pump. So this would be nice to have.
They're so small.
A nice air conditioner just showed up.
Great.
We got 2 of them. So yesterday I went to the marine store and I picked up, believe it or not, this is almost $500 of like plumbing fittings for under the water line. We're gonna put the through hole in. I just wanted to get the good stuff, and I didn't want to use the bronze either. It's like I think it's a type of nylon. They call it Marlon or Marilon by Forcebar. So I don't know, it's just like a fancy plastic. It costs more money. And then the AC said it's supposed to have a speed scoop. I don't know if that's really necessary in my boat, but those AC units are expensive, so we want to make sure we get good water flow. And I did a 1 1/4 inch pump through hole, which is going to be a little oversized, but I'm going to because I'm teeing it off into to smaller ones. I don't know. I just figured it would be better to have a little more water flow pump. But man, this stuff's expensive. This costs more than my my mini split air conditioner, almost twice as much. And these hoses are expensive too. But should have enough to get started at least. Let's get going. Go there. Oh, man. I think I'm hitting that Kevlar layer. Oh, okay. Is there metal flakes in there? Oh no, so I may have made a mistake. That hole shouldn't have gone there. I drilled in.
What did you do?
I drilled into the lightning grounding blade.
No.
That's okay, I just gotta go over a few inches and fill that hole now.
Oh,
Darn.
you have to fill it though, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So annoying. Okay, I'll get that through hole, measure how far over I need to go. There wasn't anything on the inside. There was a bolt, but it was like on the other side of the bulkhead, so I didn't even see that. The one thing I couldn't drill into, I drilled into.
Yeah.
Okay, hole number 2. Hopefully this will go better. Okay, that looks like a better position. That's fine. I actually bought a special drill bit because I wanted this hole to be neat, and my other hole saws are very crappy. All right, that's the hole thickness. That's pretty good actually. Yeah, so now I gotta dig out this balsa here for, you know, ½ inch, ¼ inch, something like that. That's not too hard actually. I must just kind of compress it with my knife.
Dig out that balsa and fill with epoxy. Protect the car from moisture. Alright. Oh, yeah, baby. Honey, dig out that balsa and fill with epoxy.
Okay, we got this big hole filled and the small holes also filled with epoxy, so that'll protect the core. Just give us a day and tomorrow we can put the through hole in. Having a big project squall, so testing out the windows.
This one was the one that makes the leak because of it, right?
Ah, so I still got a leak over there, and over there. And those two, of course. And maybe here, I'm not sure. This is wet. Where's that coming from? Can't say why that's wet. Oh wow, that's leaking a lot over here when I lifted that panel up. I'm gonna cut this through hole down because it's a little long. I don't need to be sticking out that far. That may have been a bad idea. That did not cut cleanly. Shoot. All right, see if I can clean it up a little bit. Okay, got a lot of Sikaflex on there. Let's glue this thing in. Good. All right, we got that screwed on there. Nice good squeeze out. Try to clean this up without making too big of a mess, I guess. Oh, made a big mess. All right, we're in. I kind of made a mess of the sealant, but whatever. Hopefully I can find my whole epoxy spots. There's one there. Put this guy on here. Put some Teflon tape. If I get the thread started, it's kind of tricky. All right, that's not too bad. All right, hatch is temporarily back on there. I got these holes drilled, although they're not installed correct. I gotta figure that out. I got the hinges, but hey, no more rain. Get in the boat through this hatch for a little bit. Just all the rest of them. So we have these soft spots and these steps, and when we're not living on the boat, I feel like that's the best time to fix them. So I'm gonna cut these out. Yeah, this is just like looks like cardboard. So Germans with heavy feet and crushing it. So I guess we just gotta fill it with some filler. That's weird. So it's kind of fun to pull this up. It's like, yeah, it's separated everywhere, pretty much. Kind of like this breaks in the middle. I see where the footprint squashed it. Yeah, it's weird. Just cardboard, basically, in here. That one, too. Should be easy fix. I'll just smear some filler in there. And glue it back down. I think we'll put some grip tape on this because we really don't want people sliding down these stairs. That won't be good. Grip tape will be better. So I'm smearing some filler in there. Just in here. It feels rigider. Right. Today we received our new e-wincher, and it shipped really quickly here. No problems with customs on that one, so that's a nice, happy surprise. They fixed, there was something wrong with the gearbox. I guess it went on assembly. So this should fix our problems. Thanks, e-wincher. What kind of chickens are these? seen a chicken so fluffy. Back on the boat for another day. It's just been pouring down the last 2 days, and I hardly can make it on the boat with the scooter here now. And unfortunately, the windows are just open up completely now. I tried to soak it up, but like, yeah, these used to be kind of watertight, but now they're just like, water's just coming in so fast. This one, I think, is leaking now. This one never leaked before. That one's leaking. These ones have actually started leaking too, because I got water all over the table here. These are like that. I don't think I just finished resealing, are leaking pretty bad. It's just raining so hard, and it just doesn't stop. I think both of our mattresses may be a total loss. They've already started growing mold on them. But just the last couple days. Yeah, this pillow's not looking so good. It's completely wet. I just pulled this mattress off, and it's completely saturated. I guess I just gotta put it outside. I don't know. It's gonna keep raining. There's nowhere I can put it inside. This one's wet too. Frick, man, it smells horrible. Yeah, just put them outside, I think. That sucks.